Hey everyone, it's Jason from Longboard. Today we're going to talk about the wood grain finishes and the variation that we have with repeat patterns. With many of our wood grains, we have a repeat pattern. There's a lot of variation within our patterns that we offer, where there's a lot of tonal variation or very stable tonal variation, and with the image itself of the pattern. Say for example, our knotty pine, you could recognize that repeat pattern quite a bit because there's recognizable knots. Other finishes like our firs or Italian rosewood, very linear kind of vertical grain finish. So lots to offer. If you were looking at a wood grain that has a very recognizable repeat pattern or recognizable tonal variation, you want to install all of our planks, no matter which finish, in an A and a B pattern in some fashion. The more that we can mix up the A's and the B's, so ultimately still getting to a 50-50 share of an A and a B, but shuffling the deck to create a pattern that works for you on your site, depending on penetrations in that wall. Maybe you have a lot of windows or doors, or maybe you don't have a lot of windows or doors, or corners or breakups or infill sections. So as often as we can, we follow a pattern that suits us. We could even install some staggered butt joints to help break up that pattern, still maintaining an A-B pattern in some fashion, and then install a few staggered butt joints throughout that installation. So with our wood grain patterns, once you receive the material on site, I'd recommend open a couple boxes on site. You don't want to open a whole bunch and risk damage, but a couple boxes to determine what patterns you have to work with, and then assign an A and a B to those patterns. So say in this case, we'll assign this plank here, for example, as an A, and the dark plank as a B, and we'll create a pattern. In this case, this installation, we randomized our A's and B's. We didn't just alternate A and a B. If A and a B repeat works for you, fantastic. We still want to maintain a 50-50 share of those A's and B's, and I'll just go through our installation on this wall that we went with a pattern A, pattern B. Then we went A, B, A, B. So to determine your pattern on site, we'd recommend do a mock-up or at least lay out a couple planks on the floor to arrive at what's going to work for you on your site. To learn more, please visit longboardproducts.com.